Welcome to the Dennis Report Commentary. I'm Dennis Atchison. Let's talk a bit about the next provincial election. So to frame that, recently Ontario had its provincial election, and 47% of the people there did not show up to vote. They didn't participate. That took some research to try to find that little statistic, because mainstream media only tells you the number of votes cast and who won with what percentage. 47% of the people didn't show up to vote. So in New Brunswick, we statistically tend to show up a little bit better. We tend to hit in the 60% range, which means 40% of the people don't show up to vote. So here's some food for thought as we enter the next provincial election. In the 2006 provincial election, there were 3 or 4 constituencies that were rearranged and redesigned. There had been a federal election, and the chief electoral officer had gone to the premier of the day to say maybe we should do an enumeration. Now this is a story told to me by someone after the 2006 election who worked in the electoral officer's office. So the chief electoral officer went to the premier and said we should do an enumeration because there's been some changes, people might be confused. The feedback from the premier's office was it's in the best interest of the political party to have a low voter turnout, because statistically they know who's going to vote for them based on memberships. So consider this as another version of New Brunswick's electoral map. You've got the blue party and they know exactly their membership. You've got the red party and they know exactly their membership, and so on. If only those people voted, then they know which constituencies they're able to win, or what the variation is in order to win, 200, 300 votes. Imagine what would happen if everyone showed up to vote. So instead of thinking your protest is I'm not going to vote, maybe your protest and your communication and your participation should be you do show up to vote and you put in none of the above. So then the chief electoral officer has to count those and make that a category. It's very important to participate. So instead of this election saying, no, it's all the same, nothing changes, political parties control things, the backroom people who aren't elected still control the government policy, maybe this time if you show up, you participate, and you vote none of the above, a different message is sent, and change finally can occur. Just some food for thought as we go to the next provincial election. Be good, have fun, love each other.
Join the discussion at DennisAtchison.com. You can watch the Dennis Report Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7 p.m. and weekdays at noon on CHCO TV.